What is up, guys? This is Velocity Worm and welcome back to my... Oh, I didn't see that hole, man. God damn it. So, welcome back to my channel, guys. Today is the 26th of June 2019. I finished work, I'm heading home. I'm a little bit behind schedule. I should be home at 4 p.m. but I still have to go like almost 2 hours until I get home, and it's 3 o'clock already, so I won't get home in time. So that's a little bit of a bummer. So in my country we drive on the right side, you know. But that guy was going on our side and we were going on his side because, well, I don't know, because reasons, I guess. There was no sign put out that I'm not allowed to come this way, so I presume I can come this way. As I said, I still have to do some stuff, a few things actually, when I get home, so still a long way to go. The day is not over just yet. I don't know if you can hear how the pavement sticks to the wheels. I have to open the window because it's so hot. Okay, there's no car coming. So I opened that window and I closed this one. Hopefully you can hear me. So guys, I managed to render the video from yesterday, but I haven't had time to upload it, so that will happen today, and hopefully I will be able to upload this video today as well. So 2 videos today, so you guys can enjoy my vlogs even though nobody's watching these videos. You guys, I know you're watching the videos, like nobody's watching them, but I'm fairly confident that someone will watch them sometime in the future. I'm still doing the no tag challenge, which basically means that well, I won't put any tags in my videos. My objective is to get to 100 videos without tag, and let's see if they will get any views. Well, a part of my views, obviously, because I watch my videos. Let me check if I'm recording. Yes, I am. So yesterday I talked about a verse from the Bible which said, man, it's so hot, I don't know if I can do this vlog today. Like, the air conditioning is not working very well. It's not cooling down the air enough. And the air outside is so hot, and I can't go with the window rolled down because it makes a lot of noise. So the verse from yesterday said that prolonged expectations sicken the heart, and by that it means that if you're waiting for someone that doesn't happen or won't happen in the future, and you're sure it would happen, but you're still waiting for it, and you're waiting for it, and you want it very badly, then it will damage your balance, your emotional balance, your life. Let's allow this guy to overtake us. And you're welcome, brother. And I exemplified with a situation from real life, you know, with a girl. And well, you can go check out this video. I'm not gonna repeat myself. Actually, go check out that video, subscribe, and donate money for me. I'm kidding. I don't need your money. I don't need anybody's money. I have my money, I have my life, man. I have everything that I want. So yes, and in the video I said that I will be thinking about this verse because for me it's starting to be a real issue, this little thingy. And yeah, I've been thinking about it, but the truth is I don't know if I don't know if I can do what I said that I should be doing, you know, moving on and expecting good things from the future, not looking back all the time. I don't know if I can do that. I really don't think I can do it. Even if it damages my heart, you know, my feelings and my balance, all this emotional storm that I am experiencing almost every day, I don't think I can give up. I mean, not yet anyways. I don't think I can give up on the girl I'm dreaming about. It seems impossible. And I don't want to be too harsh on myself. I don't want to criticize myself too much. I don't know. I think I need more time, you know. Yes. Anyways, I'm planning to live forever. I'm never gonna die. So I have plenty of time to heal. There's no rush about it. So yes, I just wanted to say that I don't want to open this subject again, at least not now. Now I wanted to talk about something else. And the air conditioning is not working properly. That's the problem, you know. The problem is that my throat still hurts, and I don't know, the air conditioning makes it hard to breathe. Let me just drink a little bit of Coca-Cola. As you can see, this is paid promotion, bro. I'm getting paid $100,000 only because I said the name Coca-Cola. I said it twice. Now I'm gonna get $200,000 on this single video. So cheers, mate. But Coke is not healthy. Well, not healthy. That's that's the least you can say. It's not healthy. But don't have water with me. Actually, when I get home, I have a few things, as I said, to take care of. One of them is to buy a lot of water and take it to my house, put it in the refrigerator, because it's summer and I'm not drinking enough water. My brother doesn't drink enough water either, so I want to get us on this path to drink water more, because water is important for the body to function normally and to feel better, obviously. So guys, I will try not to make this video longer than half an hour, because it takes a very long time to render it on my computer, and it's very tiring to talk to the camera when there's 30 degrees Celsius outside. The thing I want to talk about is music. Yes, I love music. There's probably no human in existence, and there probably hasn't been any human to live on this planet that doesn't like some sort of music. Some of us like it more, some of us listen more music, some of us listen less music, but we all like, and most of us love, actually, music. So I've been listening to a podcast of Jordan B. Peterson. If you don't know who that guy is, you're probably been living under a rock for the past 10 to 20 years. Jordan Peterson is a doctor in philosophy, if I'm not mistaken. He's a professor at the university in Canada, and he's been the main attraction on the internet for a period of time, and I don't want to overtake this truck, because, or should I overtake it? I don't know. overtake it now, but later he will catch up to me and he will try to overtake me. So Jordan B. Peterson has received a lot of attention from the media because of his political views and because of the ideas he's promoting, ideas that, well, in America and in Canada are not well, it's not that they're not well received, it's that they're heavily debated. I'm not gonna get into that right now because well this vlog would have no end, basically, because there's so much to talk about when it comes to Jordan Peterson. I personally agree with his ideas. I don't support him like in a direct way, I suppose, because I don't want to have any part in political views, in political discussions. I don't really think people can solve the real issues that society brings up, and so I don't want to get involved in politics. I do, however, you know, watch videos about it and watch videos of Jordan Peterson, you know, promoting ideas and stuff like that. So he has this podcast. I found it on Spotify. I will have a link in the video description to his podcast on Spotify, where you can listen to him. This is actually one of the first episodes he has on the podcast. I just recently found out he has a podcast, and I started watching. Whoa, this guy, this guy, bro. He tried to overtake the lorry in front of it. It's not a good idea. Calm down, bro. Calm your titties, mate. And so I was saying, I started listening to his podcast. I've known who Jordan Peterson was. That's why I started listening to him when I found out he has a podcast. And the episode I listened to today was Jordan Peterson interviewing a person named actually Alexander. Well, I already forgot his name. Oh, the music started. Let me just check out. Don't use your phones while you're driving. So his name is Samuel Andreev, or Andreev, Samuel Andreev. He's a composer, a poet, a teacher, and a performer. You know, he creates music. And Jordan Peterson had a talk about music with him, about how music developed across history and what are the parameters that contributed in these last 500 years, 400 years to the development of music and to the progress of music. And I really liked a few things they said, and one of them was that for music to become popular and for music to progress and for more and more people to get access to music and to get to well, help develop and create new music, a basic requirement is a society that is prosperous. I don't know if that's the word you use. So what I mean by that is that well, not I mean it, because Jordan said it, Mr. Jordan said it in the podcast, was that the society needs to be advanced or it needs to be balanced economically. It needs to have citizens that have, well, a fairly good life. They in a way of material things. Yes, you know, you see, this is why I want to have this vlog. This is why I want to talk in English. Let me just overtake this guy. This is why I want to talk in English every single day. This is why I want to have the podcast, not the podcast. God damn it! This is why I want to exercise English, because and this is one of the reasons why I listen to podcasts in English a lot. Because I want my English to get better. I want to know more words, and I want to make it easier for myself to express myself. So I was saying that I agree with the idea that a society needs to have a good and economical situation. Yes, needs to have a good economical situation. For it to allow music to develop, and that's because you can't really afford money and resources to go into musicians and to help musicians live a life only for creating music. You need them to work, because if you invest money in musicians and to make music, but half of the population is starving, or there are no jobs, or there's diseases everywhere, there's lack of hygiene, there's all sorts of problems in the country or in the society, then it doesn't make sense. You can't allow yourself the comfort, because after all, music, it's not a necessity, so to say. You can't allow yourself this comfort to have music and to have lots and lots of types of music and develop all sorts of branches of music if the society is crumbling. So that's one of the reasons why for the past 200 years or 300 years, music started to develop and to grow as an entity in our lives so rapidly. Because in the podcast they were saying that from the Industrial Revolution, where since then things started to go better for humanity. We started making more money. We started to develop technologies that would allow us to live better lives. Well, yes, we had 2 world wars since then, but who cares about world wars? And there's still problems. Obviously, there's a lot of problems, but I would even argue that there are more problems now than back then. But the truth is that we have made some amazing we have made a lot of progress in many fields, and this allows us to live better lives, or a small part of, or a good part of humanity can live a better life now than back 500 years ago. So that's one of the reasons that music develops so fast, and that's an interesting thing to think about, because I love music a lot. I listen to almost every type of music, well, not on a regular basis, but since I'm driving a lot every day, I listen to a lot of music. I get bored of music, I found new music. I have friends who keep sending me music, new music to try out, and so on and so forth. So I can say about myself that I pretty much listen to every music, apart from one type of music which I absolutely hate, and I can't understand why someone would make music like that. But that's just my opinion. I'm not gonna get into that in this episode. But what I wanted to say is that I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh boy, what was I saying? What's the clock? Don't want to make the vlog too long. Oh yeah, so coming from a person who listens to music quite a lot, this idea that was mentioned in the podcast, in Jordan B. Peterson podcast, yes, my man, that we need prosperity to be able to invest energy and resources in fields like music and art, really started spinning an idea in my mind, or not an idea, but like thinking for the future. Because I was thinking, what would happen? Like, right now we have a lot of problems in the society. We still have wars going on in different parts of the planet. Go on, you can overtake me on a continuous line, because just you have an Audi, so you can do that. So as as a species we have so many problems, and while the major problems we can't resolve them by ourselves. At least that's my opinion on it, and I've heard a lot of people thinking that. So we have a lot of problems, diseases. Most of the people are greedy. They want to make money, and they're willing to make money even if they have to harm the people around them. And I'm thinking here about food, water, everything that's being produced on a large scale. The economics make it so that you have to you in some way you have to inflict some kind of a damage upon others. I want to make money out of making bread. Let's say that's a simple example. Well, I am willing to make bread filled with bad chemicals that are cheaper, or I'm willing to make bread in a way that's cheaper than the right way to make bread, even though if that's not as healthy for the people who buy it, only because I want to make more money. So that happens on a large scale, obviously, nowadays. And a part of that, obviously, you have many diseases. We have cancer, who is growing in numbers across the entirety of Earth. We have problems with the nature. We have global warming. We have a lot of problems. And why I mention this is because it's interesting that even though we have so many problems, the music evolved so much, and there's such a diversity in this field right now, in this year that I'm making this monumental vlog for you guys to watch. It's breathtaking if you sit down and think about it. Actually, if you Google how many songs are there, I mean, that we know of, obviously, that have been recorded, I think I've seen this in a video or something like that, that if you would sit down and listen to every single piece of music that we know of and we have recorded, it would take you like 400,000 years or 40,000 years, something like that. If you listen continuously, like 40,000 years, I think it was. So that is absolutely monumental. And I've been thinking, if right now, with the crippled society, well, it's because I feel like it's crippled, I feel like it's going downwards, and I think the direction that humanity goes into, it's not a good one. But even so, with the crippled society, with so many problems on our back and on our shoulders that we have to take care of, we managed to develop so many genres of music, so many types of music, so many good songs, so many songs and music types that sorry bro, can't take you. So many songs that express so many feelings and in so many ways. It's breathtaking. Really, it's breathtaking if you think about it. Now, think about it. What would happen if humanity would make a progress, or would make so much progress, or if the circumstances in which humanity lives would change, and it would be we would have perfect humanity, the perfect conditions to live in. What would happen if we would have no problems with our planet? Like in global warming, and if there wouldn't be any deserts and stuff like that. If planet Earth would be perfect, what would happen if there would be no diseases anymore? If you could live your life without problems, if there were no people who would be starving, if there weren't bad people who would try to inflict you harm, who would try to do you harm, what would happen if we won't have wars anymore? What would happen then? Because right now, like this, we're making amazing progress in the fields of music. What would happen if we would have the perfect conditions? If you want to go, yes, you're welcome. And I'm thinking about that because that's an interesting thing to think about. It really puts into perspective. Well, not into perspective. It makes you think actually about how awesome the humans are. They're really the most amazing thing, at least in my opinion, that exists in the physical universe. Like, you know, stars and big stars and galaxies are amazing and are filled with, you know, tremendous amount of energy, and they are spectacular. And you know, the microorganisms and the micro universe and the macro and the hyper universe, or however you call it, you know, everything is so awesome. But humans, people, they are so different than anything else. We have such an amazing capacity to do good, to do amazing stuff, and to think about how many good songs and how like in I'm thinking that the humans have unlimited resources when it comes to creativity, and music is one of the fields that proves it. Now, if we could put humans in a perfect place, like in a paradise, so to say, and inflict upon them no harm, no damage, and we would only have good people there, you know, who do good stuff and who want to do good things for the society. It's really amazing to think what could they do, what we could do if we were better people, if we would have better conditions, if we wouldn't you know, ruin our planet by exploiting it to the maximum. What would happen if we wouldn't always try to inflict damage in a way or other upon the people around us? That's really a nice thing to meditate on, and it helps me you know, focus more on being a better person, because really only good people and only people who are orientated towards doing good, those are the people that help society to progress. Well, obviously we made progress on a lot of things because you know, some people wanted to have you know, military advantage over another nation, or you know, there were times when probably I can't give an exact example, but I'm pretty sure a lot of scientists were put to work by governments, you know, to try to, I don't know, play around with diseases and viruses and try to create bioweapons and stuff like that. But what I think is that overall and in the core, the people who the good people, the people that are good at their core, those are the people that help the society grow and go in the right direction. And the fact that humanity goes downwards, at least that's the way I see it, like morally, physically, obviously, and you know, like overall as a species we go downwards. It really shows to me that, and I'm sure others have seen this or have noticed this, is that there are more bad people than good people on the planet. There are more ignorant people who don't care about others, who don't care about, you know, making the world a better place. There are more people like that than people who think of others as being superior than themselves, because that's one of the well, ideologies, I think, that would really help us grow as a society, you know. And really, it's interesting how music made me think of this, because music is such a good thing. In the podcast, Jordan and Mr. Samuel talked about another thing, and I think I will slowly get to the end of this vlog. They were saying that music is such an interesting phenomenon because there's no real sense to it, right? You can't ask someone, well, why are you listening to music? You know that, well, because you know that question doesn't make sense. You don't ask anybody, or you shouldn't ask anybody, why are you listening to music, or why are you dancing, or why do you like that music? You know, these are questions that don't really have an answer, because music is such an amazing thing. it's like built in us to receive these vibrations through the air and enjoy them and find satisfaction in them. And in the podcast they even said that oftentimes music can give you meaning in life, and that's so awesome. It's such an awesome thing, because you're maybe it can cheer you up, or it can help you feel those sadness feelings, or those they can help you get through those bad days. You're listening to music and it cheers you up, or you're listening to a sad song and you really feel like you're not alone. You're feeling like the music somehow completes you, and it helps you deal or accept the emotions that you have, and that's such an amazing thing. And I really like that thing about music, and that also shows to me personally that humans are not the end product of a miracle. I mean, they're the end product of a miracle, but not by accident. I really think that I really think God created us and made us like this. He made us good persons. He made us beings with the capability to create good things, to enjoy good things, and to find enjoyment even in things that don't really make any sense, like music. They're random, or not random, but they are random and not vibrations in the air that literally make your feet start dancing. That's mind-blowing. I really like music. I like the impact that the music has in our society. It can really help shape cultures and shape the society. So that's an interesting thing to think about. So guys, the conclusion I have for this vlog, well, the main thing I think about right now is to try to wonder and try to amaze myself with thinking how awesome and how amazing will be the music in the future when the problems of society will be solved. I really believe there will be a time where all the problems of the society will be solved, all the problems of humanity will be solved. There will only be good people left on earth, and they will have these perfect conditions. And I really like to think about how awesome will be the music then, because there will practically be no limitation and no setback, nothing to pull you back, nothing to pull back humanity from progressing in this field of music, and to create new music, and with deeper meaning, and with variety of unimaginable scales, and that's an awesome thing to think about, and I will keep thinking about it. Okay guys, this has been the vlog for today about music and about nonsense things that I said, that I heard on Mr. Jordan B. Peterson's podcast. Feel free to check it out. I don't know what I will be talking tomorrow, but we will see. Hopefully I can edit the video today and upload yesterday's video as well, as I said, and see you again tomorrow. I guess I have nothing else to say apart from this has been your boy Velocity Worm. Take care until tomorrow, and peace. Bye.